Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight on the program, it is the Scorpion Racewear Masters of Dirt Midgets Series round number 2 here on this Thursday evening. Of course, while we're here on a Thursday evening, we normally run on a Wednesday night, but last night with the Rugby League State of Origin, we moved back to Thursday night, and the same thing will happen for the following week as well. We are live next Thursday night for round number 3, but tonight we come to Lernerville Speedway to play host to the second round of 8 weeks, or 8 rounds here on the program. Welcome to Facebook Live and of course YouTube, as I am Brett Wheeler. We're soloing it tonight and soloing it for the rest of the, what is including tonight, 7 rounds of the season, as my broadcast partner in James Rice has opted to take to the racetrack for the series, and we wish him the best of luck as we get set here for qualifying. And now, yes, qualifying on the program. We are just going to fix a few things up here. There we go. So we'll have qualifying and 3 minutes for these drivers to lay down the best lap time, so we'll keep an eye on these drivers as they make their way out onto the racetrack. And the Rocket Racing setups, caliber 51, this is Tyler Strallo. Tyler Strallo in caliber 51. I believe we had about 40 odd drivers signed into the pit area for tonight. We'll give you an official number for the drivers that take qualifying. And again, last week's winner, Bradley Oldfield, looking to go back to back. Speaking of Bradley, before the server had gone up today, and he was confident, but he wasn't too confident at the same point because he reckons that this track is not one of his best tracks. Tyler Strallo is going to be 5th quick with a 15.690, and of course these times will chop and change on the racetrack right now. The United Sim Sports Scorpion Racewear caliber 6, that is Alan Solit. Alan Solit in caliber 6. Wait for his first time to come through. You see Tyler Strallo, quick time with a 15.143. Harry Stewart, a driver that finished 3rd last week. They're looking to back this one up with another solid qualifying effort. And again, drivers, as you start to see the times coming through, Tyler Strallo still quick time at the moment. Hayden Pasco, and that car just looked absolutely sublime. Clayton Davies, 4th quick with a 15.292. Darren Parmenter in caliber 96. So we'll keep an eye on a few of these drivers. We've still got plenty of cars to go out and lay down the lap time. Darren Parmenter, 15.59, or 535 in fact that is. Hayden Pasco, this is lap number 1. The Scorpion Racewear, car number 3. Todd Atkins with a 15.170. Blake Walsh, 3rd quick. Pasco, 20th quick. Joshua Barry in the SM Sim Sports, car number 20 machine. Got his teammate Brady Baldwin out on the racetrack as well. Joel Berkeley, 9th quick with a 15.325. Joshua Barry, 3rd quick with a 15.243. Brady Baldwin in caliber 7, the Q7 for SM Sim Sports, the Stella Motorsports Sim team. Bob King jumps into the top 10 with a 15.315. A 15.315. And we're looking at 40 cars signed into the pit area for tonight. This is our 38th qualifier. Brady Baldwin in car number 7 jumps into the top 20 with a 15.415. Just under 3/10 off the pace at the moment. We'll see if the driver of the number 7 can lay down a better time than a 15.415 as a checkered flag waves, and that will be all. So 41 cars have officially signed into the pit area for tonight. Let's take a look at those qualifying results for you right now. They're about to pop up on your screen. Tyler Strallo goes quick time in the TJS Sim Sports with a 15.143. Todd Atkins and Joshua Barry, along with Blake Walsh and Murray Howe, complete the top 5. Those drivers will earn pole positions in the 5 heat races. Clayton Davies, Kane Della, Trent Gosling, Bob King, and Joel Berkeley. Those drivers from 6th through to 10th, they will earn outside front row for the first 5 heat races. Yes, 5 heat races on the program. Top 3 to the main event. Then we'll go Alphabet Soup Racing, a D main, a C main, followed by a B main. And then, of course, a pole shuffle to wrap up with our 35-lap main event. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for the Scorpion Racewear. Masters of Dirt, round number 2. Tyler Stralo in the TJS Sim Sports Rocket Racing setups car number 51. He starts on pole. Driver the Pace Syndicate, car number 50 out of position number 2. That's Clayton Davies. Bradley Oldfield for United Sim Sports, car number 19 will start position number 3, and he's outside the Tank SRT entry of car 72. That is Craig Shearer, position 4. That's row 2. Pair of 90s, 98, 96, and Nathan Norman for SM Sim Sports roll off position number 5, and Darren Parmenter, car number 96 for United Sim Sports, will start position 6. That's row 3. Row number 4 in car 54 for Pace Syndicate, starting position number 7. That's Ethan Bastion on his outside. Alistair Bastion in car number 8. That's position number 8. And Adrian Mildenhall in car 13 will start position number 9. So again, a big thanks to, of course, Scorpion Racewear and United Sim Promotions. As we're set for a start here. Heat race number 1. Green flag set, the fly, we're underway here at Lernerville. Saba, Pennsylvania hosts round number 2 as Oldfield looks to the inside on Clayton Davies. Davies gets the run down the back straight away. Davies in the 50 machine running in second position right now. Oldfield, that inside line. Just catching him out just a little bit, and Craig Sheeran goes to the outside. Craig Sheeran goes into third. Parmenter around the outside of Nathan Norman. Parmenter moves up to position number 5. But again, remember, ladies and gentlemen, the top 3 is where you want to be after the 8-lap heat races. That'll lock yourself into the main event. 4 different teams out in front. The TJS Sim Sports number 51 of Tyler Stralo. Back to the Pace Syndicate, car number 50 in the Blip clothing entry. A winner from Monday night's AFSR 410 win sprint car series. Clayton Davies rides in second. Craig Shearer in third in car 72. And here comes Bradley Oldfield closing in on that third and final transfer position. Halfway home, cross flags here at Lernerville. Stralo continues to lead, but you're watching Clayton Davies to the left of the screen in car 50. Craig Shearer in the 72 machine. Oldfield Cups gives a little bump there, not once but twice, to Craig Shearer, and Oldfield moves into position 3. Shearer back to 4th, and well, if I'm Craig Shearer, I'm a little dirty on that one, but the race goes on. This time by 2 to run for your race leader. Shearer in 4th position. He's got Darren Parmenter to his outside. Parmenter works the middle of the speedway down through turn number 1 and 2. You see the Scorpion Racewear United Sim Sports entry. Here comes the 13 of Mildenhall. The white flag is out. Mildenhall picks up the front wheels. Big wheel stand down the front straight away. The white flag is out. 1 to run. Heat race number 1. Stralo will lead him down into turn number 3 and 4. He will get the job done. Checkered flag is out. He's going to the pole shuffle. 10 cars will be in the pole shuffle later on tonight. 8 cars finishing heat race number 1. Let's bring up those official results for you. And the question is, does Bradley Oldfield, does he get a penalty for that one? Maybe a penalty in the A main. We'll have to wait and see what race control do with that one. But the TJS Sim Sports entry of Tyler Stralo getting the job done in heat race number 1. Second spot is going to go to Clayton Davies. Bradley Oldfield in 3rd. Craig Shearer 4th. Darren Parmenter rounds out your top 5. Adrian Mildenhall in 6th. Nathan Norman 7th. Alistair Bastion in 8th. And Ethan Bastion just completing a couple laps home in position number 9. Heat race number 2. Let's take a look at how they line up here with your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. And Todd Atkins is scheduled to line up on pole position after qualifying 2nd. Kane Della for United Sim Sports, car number 95, will start position number 2. Devon Stove, car 61, will start position number 3. Hayden Pasco in the Scorpion Racewear number 3 will start position 4. That is row 2. Row number 3 for SM Sim Sports. That's the Salamoto Sim Sports team in the 55 out of position 5. That is Max Lumsden. Matthew Hurd, car number 71, will start position number 6. And your fourth and final row, Rowan Jones, the 37, will start position 7. He's outside in car 6. Alan Solit out of position number 8. So 8 cars, heat number 2 of 5 here at Lernerville. So these drivers had 10 laps of hot laps. We'll have 5 heat races. We've already completed 1. And then, of course, we move into the preliminary main to D main, 10 laps of distance, top 4. We'll have a C main, 12 laps the distance, top 4 to the B. And then a B main, which will be 14 laps, and we'll take the top 9 from that one. So 15 cars getting locked in from the heat races. Lernerville Speedway playing host to round number 2. And the Scorpion Racewear Masters of Dirt United Sim Promotions Midgets Series. Again, 8 weeks. And this is week number 2, round number 2. Todd Atkins and Kane Della on the front row. Stove and Pasco. Row number 2, here we go. Green flag is out. We're underway in heat number 2, and it's going to be Kane Della getting an early jump on the field down into turn number 1 and 2, but Atkins going to slide up and take the lead away. Well, look out, Della rides the left rear there of Atkins and Devon Stove. As Pasco under pressure from Alan Sullivan. Now Pasco, oh no, look out, Kane Della. Heat racing action, not Kane Della. Strong suit from what I've seen. They're 3 wide behind Hayden Pasco. Look out, Matthew Hurd and Alan Sullivan come together with Pasco now with us looking for the slider, looking for third. Over his teammate Kane Della. Della back to the outside, and here comes Matthew Hurd in the 71 machine. Della getting 4 wheels in the fluff, the right rear, and nearly taking the cushion and putting that 95 over the edge of the racetrack. Todd Atkins continues to lead. You're watching the battle for 4th and 5th on screen. 4th, 5th and 6th as there goes Kane Della off the racetrack. We stay green. That'll put Kane Della back to 8th position. Everybody's strung themselves out, practicing a bit of social distancing on the racetrack, and not the good kind either. We don't need social distancing on the racetrack. In the grandstands, absolutely, but not on the speedway. Oh, Matthew Hurd going off the racetrack, comes back on, does it safely. 3 to run for your race leader. Todd Atkins down into turn number 1 and 2. Run a mini slider line. Again, he'll keep the right rear close to the edge of the baking in turn number 1 and 2. He'll do the same into turns 3 and 4. So similar lines for the Cush Clothing. Car number 36 entry of Atkins. Just a couple of laps to run. Devon Stove running in 2nd. And 3rd is going to be Hayden Pasco. Pasco would love to put that 3 machine into the big dance later on tonight. Meanwhile, there's a battle here between Rowan Jones and Matthew Hurd. But the white flag is out. 1 to run for Atkins. Just 2 turns to negotiate. Into 3 out of turn number 4. And the 38 back to 36 on that car of Todd Atkins is going to win heat number 2. 2nd will go to Devon Stove. 3rd at the line is going to be Hayden Pasco. Max Lumsden home in 4th. Rowan Jones going to round out your top 5. Matthew Hurd home in 6th. Alan Solit 7th. And Kane Della in 8th. Those drivers towards the back of heat number 2. They are really going to have their work cut out for them. But Todd Atkins, Devon Stove and Hayden Pasco, they're going to the main event with Atkins and Stove going to the pole shuffle later on tonight. Lumsden Jones going to a B. Hurd, Solit and Della through to the C and D main. Heat number 3. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. And it's the SM Sim Sport car number 20 of Joshua Barry starting on pole. He's outside. For Middle Finger Racing, that is car number 4. That is Trent Gosling, position number 2. That's row 1. Your second row is a couple of United Sim Sports drivers. Inside, position number 3, car number 11. It's going to be Harry Stewart. He's outside. Car number 17, that's Callum Davidson, position 4. That's row 2. Rolling off out of position number 5 in car number 05. That's Darcy Wilson. He's outside. The 15 of Hayden Vickers will start position 6, row 3. Row 4, this could be an interesting one to watch. Tyrone Herbert, the 46, scheduled to line up out of position number 7. Position number 8, Rory Beaumont in car number 26. And Herbert is certainly going to be one to watch coming through this heat race. Heat number 3. So after this heat, just 2 more heat races left on the program before we get into our preliminary mains, followed by the pole shuffle. Once the pole shuffle is complete, we'll take a quick break before we get ready for our 35 lap main event. Who will take out round number 2 for the Scorpion Racewear United Sim Promotions Masters of Dirt Midget Series here at Lernerville. Ready for a start this time by turn number 4, Barry and Gosling, the front row. Barry, 3rd quick. Gosling, 8th quick. Green flag is out. We're underway. Keep an eye on Stewart as well. Stewart stays low. Barry slides up in front of Gosling. Gosling goes back to the outside. He'll have the back stretch up on the top side, down into 3 and 4. All to himself as Barry. And here comes Stewart now, putting the pressure on Trent Gosling. But Gosling quickly disposes of that number 11 machine, but for how long? Meanwhile, keep an eye on the 46 of Tyrone Herbert. Trying to come through the field starter position. 70's only advanced 1 spot at the moment. Trying the inside there on Darcy Wilson. Meanwhile, Joshua Barry continuing here to lead the opening couple of laps of heat race number 3. Gosling again to the top shelf into turn number 3 and 4. Stewart down low. Can Stewart take second away from Gosling? No, he can't. Gosling keeps the momentum up in that middle finger racing. WP Concreting, Snap on Blacktown, car number 4 entry. And here comes that SM Sim Sports Joshua Barry, car number 20. Again, running a little bit of a slider line down through turn number 3 and 4. Cross flag sticks are in the air. Heat race number 3. Joshua Barry continues to lead. Gosling and Harry Stewart, that's the way they run. Top 3 down into turn number 3, out of turn number 4. Laps winding down for your race leader of Joshua Barry. Can he hold on? And can he go to the pole shuffle? Gosling also looking to advance into the pole shuffle as well, but Harry Stewart wants to take that opportunity away. Top 3 just cleared away from 4th place driver Callum Davidson by about a second. And Stewart again all over the back of Gosling down through 1 and 2. How many more? There's very limited opportunities right now for Harry Stewart to get into 2nd spot. How does he get around this number 4 machine? Well, he opts to go to the top side into turn number 1 and 2. Now getting a run down the back straightaway. Here it comes, a slider into turn number 3. He pulls it up and out of turn number 4. Joshua Barry going to hold on to the race lead. It's a drag race tonight, and Stewart will grab 2nd just. He's going to the pole shuffle. Trent Gosling home in 3rd position. Boy, oh boy, heat races are entertaining. Let's take a look at those official results. Joshua Barry getting the job done. Harry Stewart home in 2nd. Gosling in 3rd. And not a whole lot between those two, as there is your pole sitter for heat race number 4. Again, we'll take a look at the rest of the results. Callum Davidson in 4th. Rory Beaumont to round out your top 5. 6th is going to go to Hayden Vickers. Darcy Wilson in 7th. In fact, he finished a lap down, so he's going to have to come from the back of the scene. Tyrone Herbert just finishing just 4 laps in heat race number 3. Heat number 4, we'll take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Blake Walsh in the JSI Racing. Number 97 will start on pole to his outside. The Ace Esports entry gets car number 2 of Bob King. Lindsay Hobbs in car 12 for Excalibur Esports will start position number 3 to his outside. The Q7 for SM Sim Sports, that's Brady Baldwin lining up position number 4. Rolling off out of position number 5 in car number 8 for United Sim Sports, that's Damien Butler position 5. Benjamin Matchett in car 60 will start out of position number 6, and Russell Bonzi in car 42 will start position number 7. And that's your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid, heat race number 4. So one more heat after this one. 8 laps is the distance. So keep an eye on King and Baldwin. Butler as well. Interested to see how Walsh and Hobbs go in heat number 4. As time will tell here at Lernerville. The Scorpion Racewear Masters of Dirt Midget Series presented by United Sim Promotions. Pace truck moves to the outside of the speedway. Here comes Walsh and King off for turn number 4. Green flag is out. Walsh got a good jump, 2 and 3 wide already through the early parts of turn number 1 and 2, but now look at King looking to the inside. Walsh going to try and shut the door. King throws it in a little too sideways. Look out. Oh no. Bob King goes upside down. Lindsay Hobbs caught up along with Benjamin Matchett as well. As Butler and Bonzi now fight it out for the final transfer position. Walsh continues to lead from Brady Baldwin. Baldwin. A little sideways here in the center. Turn number 3 catches the front stretch wall, and Butler gets into the back of him. Baldwin now back to 5th as Butler 3rd. Meanwhile, Bonzi in 2nd. Bonzi started 7th. He's up to position 2. He's just avoided the incidents in heat race number 4. And tell you what, race control will be all over this one, telling the drivers to clean it up. It's your race leader in car number 97. That is Blake Walsh out in front. Halfway home here in our penultimate heat race of the night. There's the 60 of Benjamin Matchett. Brady Baldwin in the Q7. Back there in position number 5. And he's got an ill-handling race car right now down into turn number 3. But your race leaders back into turn number 1 and 2. Walsh, Bonzi, Butler, Matchett and Baldwin. Hobbs back on pit road in position number 6, and 7th is Bob King. As 2 to go for your leader here at Lernerville. Russell Bonzi in the 42 machine continuing to ride in 2nd, and meanwhile challenge on for 3rd as Benjamin Matchett throws the move there on Damien Butler. Butler trying to come back after Matchett down into 3 and 4. The white flag is out, 1 to run for your race leader. Walsh now finds himself just a couple of turns away from going to the pole shuffle. Into 3 and 4. Checkered flag is out. He's going to win. Blake Walsh is going to win heat race number 4. Bonzi home in 2nd. 3rd is going to go to Benjamin Matchett unofficially. Let's take a look at heat race number 4. Finishing results. Blake Walsh gets the win. Russell Bonzi 2nd. 3rd is going to go to Benjamin Matchett. 4th will see Damien Butler. 5th is going to be Brady Baldwin. Lindsay Hobbs in 6th. And Bob King in position number 7. That is heat race number 4. Heat number 5, our 5th and final heat race of the night. And I notice no Jared Steen here tonight either. Murray Howell in car 10. He will start on pole. He's outside for Slick Sim Sports in car number 9. That'll be Joel Berkeley, position number 2. Position 3, driving the 211 of Aaron Hatton. Position 4, car 36 of Hayden Lyon. Starting position number 5 in car 47, that's Tyler McQuilk, and he's outside. Car number 2 of Travis Castagna will start position number 6. Daniel Boyd will start position 7 if he's in the grid. Bailey Barnacote is scheduled to line up at a position number 8. So heat number 5 cars making their way onto the racetrack behind the racing.com official pace truck. As there is the Sim Magic number 10 of Murray Howell. Lines up alongside the Tinder. That's the pink and white entry number 9 machine of Joel Berkeley. At position number 2. Berkeley qualified 10th fastest. Murray Howell, fifth quickest in qualifying. So Berkeley with a point to prove. Couple of Sim Magic cars on the insides of row number 1 and 3. Aaron Hatton driving the 211. Picked up a couple of podiums with the Rush Sim Racing Midgets Super League Series. We applaud those guys and thank those guys for not only racing with us, but of course sometimes racing late as we're on the way. Race number 5, the Scorpion Racewear Masters of Dirt Midgets Series as Berkeley takes the whole shot through turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Murray Howe back to the inside. Berkeley shuts the door, but Howe keeps that foot in the bucket and trying to get back by the 9 of Berkeley. Keep an eye on Hayden Lyon in the 36. He's got to the top shelf now. As here comes Hatton back up on the inside of Lyon. Lyon not going to take that one. Lying down. Oh, Hatton gets into the left rear of Lyon. That's going to put Aaron Hatton to the back or near the back of the field. Berkeley continues to lead. Castagna, in fact, in caliber 24. Getting on the outside, looking in at the moment. Will be starting somewhere in the back of a B main. In fact, it'll be the front of the B main as he's positioned this battle right now. He's for 3rd and 4th as Nathan Lyon holds on just. Keep an eye on that Rocket Racing setups the Tyler Australia. The TJS Sim Sports entry 47. That's Tyler McQuilkin. Castagna, meanwhile, catches the wall on the front stretch. We've seen a couple of guys do that on the front stretch. It's the only place they can catch the wall on the front straight away. There's no other wall. Look out. Oh, wow. Tyler McQuilkin. Just a massive don't argue there too. Travis Castagna. Not the way Castagna would have liked heat race number 5 to go here at Lernerville. Your leader is Berkeley from Murray Howe and Hayden Lyon. That's the top 3 at the moment. And all the results as they come across the start finish line, 2 to go. Heat number 5, your 5th and final heat race of the night. Berkeley continues to lead down into 3 and 4 this time by. The white flag is out by Barney, the racing flag, but no, he's not surrendering. It means we've got one more circuit to go. Back straight away. Berkeley going to the pole shuffle in turn number 3. Out of turn number 4. Checkered flag is out. Berkeley's going to win. 2nd will go to Murray Howe. Hayden Lyon home in 3rd. McQuilkin will grab 4th. Aaron Hatton 5th. Castagna 6th. Boyd in 7th. And Bailey Barnacote home in position number 8. No D main, but we still have a C main. Let's take a look at heat race number 5 results for you. Berkeley gets the win ahead of Murray Howe and Hayden Lyon in 2nd and 3rd. We can confirm that Tyler McQuilkin, he's been given a 1 lap or a 30-second penalty. So, in fact, he's going to start at the back of this C main. And let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for tonight's C main. With 10 laps going to be the distance. And the top 4 going to go to the back of our B main. Starting on pole, it's going to be Hayden Vickers to his outside of the Excalibur Esports. That's Lindsay Hobbs, position number 2. Daniel Boyd will start position number 3. Position number 4 for SM Sim Sports. That is Nathan Norman. Starting position 5 in the United Sim Sports entry, that's Alan Solbert. To his outside, position number 6, that'll be Darcy Wilson. Position number 7 in the AC Sports entry, that is Bob King. To his outside, Bailey Barnacote lines up at a position number 8. Position number 9, it's going to be Alistair Bastion. And starts alongside Kane Della at a position number 10 for United Sim Sports. Tyrone Herbert, the TJS Sim Sports entry, number 46, will start 11th. Jared Steen is in the house. I didn't think he ran a heat race. I don't remember calling him out, but Jared Steen will start position number 12. Tyler McQuilkin out of position 13 and Ethan Bastion in position number 14. Jared Steen's trying to pull the wool over my eyes. So we have the drivers in the pole shuffle already. 10 cars to contest it. Should be a good one. We'll see how that plays out, but we've got to get through to preliminary races here. Hayden Vickers and Lindsay Hobbs on the front row. Cars will start to be eliminated here at Lernerville. The Scorpion Racewear, Master of Dirt Midgets, is leading them 4 and 5 wide already through turn number 1 and 2. Look out, Bob King caught up in an incident in the back there with Alistair Bastion. 3 and 4 wide again, Tyrone Herbert. Oh man, he got the worst of that one as well. King and Steen trying to make their way through the field. Norman in the number 96 machine. Your leader, oh no, there goes McQuilkin. in car 47. And again, the top 4 right now is the magic number to transfer to the B main. Yes, 10 laps of distance in the C main. We'll have a 12 lap B main again. It's been shortened from what we originally said due to the fact that the D main has been skipped. Hobbs leads Vickers and Wilson. That's the top 3. Nathan Norman in the 4th and final transfer spot. 4 down and 6 to run. So extra couple of laps on the board from what these drivers had to run around in the heat races. Vickers goes off the edge of the racetrack, comes back on as Darcy Wilson. May he done well not to get into the back of the Wilson. Now to the outside, he moves into 2nd position. Here comes Bailey Barnacote, the 917 machine around the outside on Nathan Norman. This is your battle for the final transfer spot. Norman sliding through the middle of the racetrack as Barnacote keeps the 917 glued to the top shelf into turn number 1 and 2. Just 4 laps remaining here. Heat racing action is completed. We start to eliminate some cars here at Lernerville for round number 2. For the Scorpion Racewear Masters of Dirt United Sim Promotions Midgets Series. Hobbs now starting to feel the pressure of Darcy Wilson. Wilson in the number 1 machine. Vickers back there in 3rd position and Bailey Barnacote in 4th as we'll get the white flag. 4 drivers looking to tag the back of tonight's B main. We'll probably have about 15 or 16 drivers. Back straight away, final time in tonight's C main. The magic number is going to be 4. Lindsay Hobbs is going to be number 1. He gets the job done. Darcy Wilson home in 2nd. 3rd is going to go to Hayden Vickers. We'll come back and take a look at Hayden Vickers' 3rd. Bailey Barnacote to round out the top 4. Again, those results are unofficial at the moment. We'll have to wait for the B main to roll over just to confirm that there was no post-race penalties. And your C main is complete here at Lernerville. Let's take a look at those results for you. Lindsay Hobbs goes through along with Darcy Wilson, Hayden Vickers and Bailey Barnacote. Unfortunately for 5th on back, well, Nathan Norman, he's got bragging rights over 5th all the way down to 14th. Nathan Norman eliminated from the 2nd round of the season along with Alan Solett, Jared Steen, Bob King. Some big names not going through. Alistair Bastion, Daniel Boyd, Tyler McQuilkin, Kane Della, Tyrone Herbert and Ethan Bastion. There's probably about 6 or 7 cars from 5th through to 14th that I could count that are probably regular A main contenders. And that will take no further part in round number 2. Your B main will look like this. We'll chuck 12 laps on the board. We're going to take the top 9. Row number 1 is going to be Craig Sherman, Max Lumsden. Row number 2 will be Callum Davidson and Damian Butler. Row 3 will be Aaron Hatton and Darren Palmer. Row 4 is going to be Rowan Jones and Rory Beaumont. Row number 5 will be Brady Baldwin and Travis Castagna. Row 6, Adrian Mildenhall and Matthew Hurd. Row 7, your C main winner and 2nd transferee, Lindsay Hobbs and Darcy Wilson. And row number 8, Hayden Vickers and Bailey Barnacote. 16 cars to contest. Your B main for the Scorpion Racewear Masters of Dirt Midgets Series, of course, presented by United Sim Promotions. Don't forget to check out Scorpion Racewear on all their social media pages. And of course, don't forget to check out the United Sim Promotions Facebook page as well. Again, top 10 will get a weekly payout. And the top 3 will also earn championship prize money as well, contested over the 8 weeks. 12 laps on the board, top 9. It's time. Chet Chrysler would say it's time to drop the hammer. Max Lumsden, I think there may have just been a slight increase in the pace, and as they come to the green flag, but nonetheless, That's way above our pay grade. As here comes Davidson to the inside as Sheeran now making a little contact in turns 3 and 4 there on the previous lap with Max Lumsden. Lap number 1 is in the books and it's going to be Davidson, but now here comes, it was Lumsden as Davidson up to the inside. Davidson will take over the race lead, Sheeran back to second. Third is going to go to Damien Butler. Hatton on the inside of Lumsden. Then you go back to Brady Baldwin. There's in a 3-wide battle with Rowan Jones and Matthew Hurd. And look at Darcy Wilson in that number 1 machine, trying to make his way forward as well. Right now, the top 9 is the place to be. And Darcy Wilson and Bailey Barnacote, both drivers, are up on the wheel. Matthew Hurd off the racetrack comes back on. Barnacote, Hobbs and Wilson all coming from the D main. Man, these drivers are really getting at it. Soaring up on the wheel. They're hustling and bustling through turn number 3 and 4. Your leader is Callum Davidson. They're still 3 wide for the transfer positions. Now look at them. 6 cars. You could throw a blanket over them. Jones and Baldwin, Barnacote and Wilson, the top 9. They are slicing and dicing around Lernerville, halfway home. Oh, look out, Wilson and Hurd come together. Hurd now moves into position number 9. That puts Wilson out of a transfer spot. And we know the kid's fast. We know he can wheel and deal with whatever he gets his backside into. As there goes Bailey Barnacote around the outside of Matthew Hurd. Now looking at Matthew Hurd in the 71. Comes up into Barnacote. This brings Darcy Wilson back into the picture. Brady Baldwin would love some insurance positions. He goes low. Look out, he gets tight. He'll lose 1 position. He may lose more, but he gathers it back up. And we go 2 by 2. Now nearly making it 3 wide down the back straight. We'll make it 3 wide as Matthew Hurd. Man, oh man, he's really getting busy. 3 wide again. Now 2 by 2. Man, oh man, this battle for the final few transfer positions. Hurd throws a short slider on Wilson. And Wilson crosses back underneath him and puts Matthew Hurd back to the outside looking in. 2 to run. Hurd takes back 9th. Man, it is really on right now. Your leader is Callum Davidson. Fine stretch. He's already into turn number 1 and 2. Love to see how the final few transfer positions play out, but back straight away. In tonight's B main, Callum Davidson will get the win in car 17. Second will go to Craig Sheeran. Aaron Hatton home in 3rd. 4th is going to go to Damien Butler. 5th will be Max Lumsden. Brady Baldwin in 6th. Bailey Barnacote 7th. Darcy Wilson 8th. And Rowan Jones going to come home in position number 9. And that is your top 9 that will go through, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at those official results for you right now. So just to confirm, that the winner tonight is Callum Davidson. Craig Sheeran 2nd, Aaron Hatton 3rd, Damien Butler 4th. 5th is going to be Max Lumsden, Brady Baldwin in 6th, Bailey Barnacote 7th, Darcy Wilson 8th, and Rowan Jones rounds out top 9. 10th on back. Unfortunately, well, they'll be eliminated, and we'll see those drivers next week for round number 3. So the first 2 cars on the racetrack is going to be Russell Bonzi in the Russell's Race Engines car number 42 entry. Seeing as though he was the driver that finished 2nd in heat race number 4, he has lane choice, and Murray Howell in car number 10 finished 2nd in heat race number 5. And the way they lined up was via the qualifying positions. So 9 pole shuffle races on the program. This will line up the top 10 starting positions. Green flag is out. We're underway for the first of 9. It's going to be Bonzi to lead down into turn number 3 and 4. He'll keep that number 42 down to the bottom side of the racetrack. 1 in the books. 1 to run. Bonzi stays low. Murray Howe trying to win the Sim Magic number 10 up on the top side. It's a drag race down the back straightaway. Does it protect the line down into turn number 3? Oh, this is going to be tight. Murray Howe going to win. Murray Howe going to advance. And Bonzi is going back to the pits. And that's going to bring out the driver of Harry Stewart in car number 11 for United Sim Sports in the Scorpion Racewear entry. So I believe Stewart has opted for the inside line, and we'll probably send these drivers around one more time, although they look to be at an even start. Just confirm race control has said. Oh, let's go around one more time. So Russell Bonzi going to start position 10. The loser of this race will start position number 9. Stewart in the 11. Murray Howe in the 10 on the outside. Green flag is out. This is race number 2. The Scorpion Racewear Masters of Dirt pole shuffle. Stewart leads by 5 car lengths down the back straightaway. Murray Howe is really going to need to... He's really going to need Harry Stewart to make a number of mistakes here on the final lap, but Stewart has already got this car glued to the side of the racetrack. As Murray Howe looks to be eliminated here, as Stewart will run the slider line. He's already going to get off the gas, and that is going to bring out Devon Stove in kart number 61. So out comes, not sure what Clayton Davies is doing on the racetrack. Devon Stove should be out there first. 1 second. All right. So race control making a bit of a boo-boo there, but in the end we're all human, but they got the right car on the racetrack. Devon Stove, car number 61, comes out to take on Harry Stewart. And we already know the next driver to come out onto the racetrack will be Clayton Davies, as that'll wrap up the drivers that finished second in heat number 1. Stove, well, he drove Stewart up the racetrack, but Stewart has cuts him down, and Devon Stove tags the back of him, does a 360, keeps it going. Stove's going to pull that car back into the pits. And that'll mean Harry Stewart is going to advance, although he still has to get these couple of laps in the books just to make it official, as looks like race control have already declared this race. And now out rolls Clayton Davies in kart number 50. So the winner of this one, ladies and gentlemen, is going to take on our heat race number 5 winner. We can confirm that is Joel Berkeley. So again, it only gets tougher from here. Davies on the inside, Stewart on the outside. Down into 1 and 2, Stewart as Davies drifts up the racetrack, and Stewart will lead down the back straightaway. Davies now fighting back on the inside down into turn number 3, side by side, slider line from Stewart. Davies now on the outside looking in. Stewart good through 1 and 2. No doubt that Stewart is either going to run the slider line, I dare say, And that's exactly what he will do. Clayton Davies is going to be eliminated. Harry Stewart will advance to take on Joel Berkeley. If I've ever seen two guys that can run the bottom, that love just to be gutter rats worse than James Robbie, these are your two guys, but these are two guys that are not afraid to put it on the top side. Heat number 5 winner taking on second place in heat race number 2. This, ladies and gentlemen, loser will start position number 6. The winner will go on to challenge for the second row. Berkeley's good through 1 and 2. Stewart staying low through 3 and 4, trying something different. Berkeley will shut the door, but Stewart again will follow him through 1 and 2 on the low side. And Berkeley making his intentions clear already. 3 and 4 final time. Both got same speed, and Harry Stewart is going to be eliminated. Joel Berkeley will advance, and he's going to take on the 97 of Blake Walsh. I think it's time for a Gatorade drinks break. All right, Walsh, the 97 inside. Berkeley, the 9 on the outside. Berkeley in the Tinder car. They'll bump their way down the front straight away. Walsh trying to protect that bottom. Look at the left front to Berkeley pick up. And now you talk about not giving an inch now. Oh, they're going to make contact. Big call for race control to make on that one, but lap number 1 is in the books. Berkeley to the middle of the speedway. Walsh, the left front catching the grass, and there goes Joel Berkeley. Going to send it off down into turn number 3 and 4 on the bottom side. Blake Walsh going back to the pits. Berkeley staying out, and out comes the Salah Motorsports Sim Team driver, car number 20 of Joshua Barry. So Heat 3 winner up against Heat 5 winner. Loser will start position number 4. Green flag is out. I think it's safe to say for the next couple of drivers coming out onto the racetrack, take note of what Berkeley is doing. I'm not going to give it away. If you haven't been watching, it's your own fault. But right now, Berkeley up against Barry. And Berkeley will look to have the better of those two drivers down the back straightaway. Oh, the big wheel stand by Barry. And he caught that inside. He caught the hill coming up out of turn number 4. Berkeley wins. Barry back to pit road. And out comes Todd Atkins in car number 38. In fact, it's a 36. Timing and scoring has him as the 38, but on that race car you can see a clear indication that it is 36. The Cush Clothing Co. The winner of this one, ladies and gentlemen, will earn a front row starting position. Loser will start position number 3, Atkins. Takes the line away from Berkeley. And keeping that car to the bottom of the racetrack, down the back straightaway. Slider line comes out. And somebody has figured out where Berkeley likes to run. Berkeley going upstairs and again, just going to let it all hang out. Oh, Hobbs, Atkins, sorry. Makes a massive mistake in 1 and 2, and Berkeley had an opportunity. But that shall be all for Joel Berkeley. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be the front row battle. Who will start on pole? Who will start position number 2? We're about to find out here in this final heat race, the final pole shuffle race of the night. The winner will start position 1 in the 35-lap main event. It's the TJS Sim Sports entry, the Rocket Racing Setups entry of Tyler Stralo. Quick time tonight, followed by a heat race win in heat number 1. And now looking to start on pole for the 35-lap main event. White flag is out for Tyler Strollo. He makes a mistake. Here comes Atkins looking for a run on the low side. Strollo should be wise enough to shut the door down into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be Tyler Strollo with the final race, for the final pole shuffle race of the night. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We know our top 10 starters. 11th through to 15th are the drivers that finished third in heats 1 through to 5. 16th is going to be your B main winner. And we took 9 from the B main to make up a 24 car field. And our field is set here tonight for round number 2 of the Scorpion Racewear Masters of Dirt Midget Series, of course, presented by United Sim Promotions. Don't forget to check out Scorpion Racewear on their social media pages. Give them likes, shares, follows, all the good stuff, along with United Sim Promotions as well, for putting on the Masters of Dirt series. And, of course, big thanks to Envision Custom Graphics, World of Thunder Esports League, and Rocket Racing Setups. For all your setup needs, check out rocketracingsetups.com. You can get 410 sprint car setups and 360 setups built by myself, Tyler Strollo, and I believe Tyrone Herbert, building the midget sets. Of course, news just releasing today that Blake Cannon has signed on with the Rocket Racing Setups team to build their UMP modifieds for the rest of the season, or starting from week number 9. And of course, Richard Murtaugh, of course, building the late model sets as well. What we'll do right now, ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a quick commercial break. In fact, I take that back. We are not going to take a break because it is time to get into our starting grid. Before we get there, of course, actually, you know what? Let's go do it. But we're going to do it from the back to the front because the first 10 drivers will be mixed around just a little bit. But Rowan Jones will start position number 24. Position number 23 is Darcy Wilson. Position number 22 will be Bailey Barnicott on his inside for SM Sim Sports. Brady Baldwin will start position number 21. Position number 20, Brady Baldwin's teammate, the SM Sim Sport number 55 of Max Lumsden, to his inside for United Sim Sports, Damien Butler 19th. Aaron Hatton driving car number 211 will start position number 18. Position 17 will be Tank SRT's Craig Sheeran. Position 16 is your B main winner, Callum Davidson for United Sim Sports. On his inside, Hayden Lyon, the first of our transferees from the heats. Benjamin Matchett in position 14, and Trent Gosling will start position 13. Position 12 is going to be Hayden Pasco, the Scorpion Racewear entry for United Sim Sports. On his inside, he's going to be Bradley Oldfield. Now we get to our top 10. Russell Bonzi will start position number 10. Murray Howell will start position number 9. Devon Stove will start position number 8. Position number 7 is going to be Clayton Davies. Position 6 is Harry Stewart. Blake Walsh will start position 5. Joshua Barry will start position 4. Position 3 is going to be Joel Berkeley. Position number 2 in the front row will stay the same on the screen. Todd Atkins will start position number 2. And Tyler Strollo in the TJS Sim Sports entry, he will start on pole for your 35-lap main event. Of course, with the pace truck moving to the exit of the speedway this time by, means we are set for a start. Dustin Merrill, check out United Sim Promotions on Facebook, buddy. So I just send that message now. About to go green, ladies and gentlemen. 35 laps on the board. Who will take out round number 2? Can Bradley Oldfield back up a week number 1 victory with a win here tonight? Let's find out, ladies and gentlemen, because we're about to go live for 35. It's the Scorpion Racewear Masters of Dirt Midget Series, presented by United Sim Promotions. Your main event is underway. And the tricky track of Lernerville Speedway plays host as everybody dips, dives, dodges, ducks and bobs and weaves and hobbles and gobbles their way through turn number 1 and 2 and also 3 and 4. We're 3 wide. Lap number 1 is in the books, but we've got contact. Oh no, Max Lumsden or Joshua Barry in car number 20. It's Joshua Barry in the number 20 machine. Yellow flag out for the first time tonight. Barry takes a hard hit. I'm under the impression after that replay, he got tagged by the 42 of Bonzi. Let's take a look and just go back a little further here on your Ultimate Dirt TV Instant Replay. Look, 3 wide, nearly 4, almost 5 wide. We're 4 wide, 3 wide, 2 wide. That's Stove on the outside. That's the first bit of contact there, so apologies to Bonzi. It looked like on that first camera that Bonzi had a big part in that one. But it was the 61 of Devon Stove who came around to the outside. Start finish line count with Joshua Barry upside down and in a big way. So unfortunately, there goes our first casualty of the night. Damien Butler's back on pit road as well. Not sure what happened to him. So in fact, we've got 2 casualties out of the event already. Caution laps not counting. Strollo to lead from Berkeley. Atkins, Stewart, Davies, Walsh. So race control deeming that as a racing incident. Green flag is back underway here at Lernerville. Atkins sneaking up on the inside there of Berkeley, but Berkeley not giving an inch now to Atkins, as Atkins going to try and fight his way back to position number 2, but on the low side. That's where your race leader runs. Look at Stewart now up on the top as Berkeley goes to the middle now into turn number 1 and 2. He'll slide up, and now you see Harry Stewart trying to come back through the middle. 3 wide down the back, straight away, 2nd, 3rd and 4th into turn number 3 and 4. Stewart, slider on Berkeley. Stewart is going to have position number 3. And now coming after 2nd place as Berkeley stays low, uses a little bit of a cut down line. And we've seen this a couple of times in the Rush Sim Racing Midgets Super League. The cut down line was pretty good in 1 and 2, especially late in the race. Looks like that might be the place to be at the moment. Stewart and Atkins side by side. Atkins gets the better of Stewart, but Stewart fighting back to the middle of the speedway. Slider into turn number 3 and 4. Berkeley again just on the outside looking in at the moment. 30 laps remaining. In fact, make it 29. Yellow is out 2nd time tonight. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV Instant Replay. The Scorpion Racewear Masters of Dirt Midget Series presented by United Sim Promotions. Stove and Davidson come together. Stove, that car rolling back up the racetrack and off. And again, looking like just another racing incident there, as this time the 61 cops the worst end of that deal. And I'm going to say this racetrack, pretty racy in the early goings of this main event. Take a look on board your race leader. The side of Tyler Stroll and the Rocket Racing setups, car number 51. So you want to get insight to see how much these drivers really work the wheel. Take a look at this cam, the cockpit, just above the helmet there. Just start to get a good feel for this racetrack. You'll see how slick it is as well. As we stay on board right now with Tyler Strala and the TJS Sim Sports number 51 entry. There's not a whole lot of grip left on this racetrack. So you see the pace truck moving to the outside of the speedway. He's set for a start once again here off turn number 4. Tyler Stralo again looking to complete the sweep here at Lernerville, but still very early on in this same main event. Lap number 8 is complete. 28 to go. Oh, look out, Davies tagged by, it might have been Callum Davidson. Staying green as Stralo, slider line on Stewart, and Stralo going to go the slider line once again. Atkins and Stewart nearly come together, but you've got a new race leader down into turn number 3. Stralo keeps the 51 on the bottom side of the racetrack. Who's going to lead this lap? It's going to be Harry Stewart. And Harry Stewart now looking to drive away from the rest of the field. Stralo, Atkins running in second and third. Berkeley back there in fourth. 25 to go this time by for your race leader. Stewart keep an eye on Trent Gosling. In the 5th position is Walsh. Holds on over Bonzi. Pasco as well. Pasco with a good run, but look at Oldfield now to the top side. In fact, that might have been Oldfield who tagged the back of Clayton Davies. In the 19, Bonzi works the low side. It's getting busy right now. Berkeley around the outside of Atkins. You see it there just in front of your screen. But now look, and here comes Brady Baldwin. Man, he's really taken some names early on in this main event. He's inside, he's well inside the top 10. He's now challenging for 7. And looking at a potential top 5 if these continue to fall in the hands of that number 7 machine. We come back up and look at this, 3 wide. Pasco into the back of Baldwin now. Baldwin slides up in front of Davidson. Davidson as well. He's making some charges in the main event. Meanwhile, Berkeley and Atkins, they are throwing haymakers, ladies and gentlemen. The gloves are off. And we have got a race for 3rd and 4th. Stewart with a commanding lead over Tyler Stralo. Berkeley, low 3-1, low out of turn number 2, and now looking for 2nd from Stralo. And Stralo, you better look out, because here comes Atkins, but Atkins with a big run on Berkeley in turn number 3 and 4. 3 wide into the first turn. 20 laps to go in this A main. And look at the Cush Clothing number 36 entry sliding up in front of the Tinder number 9 for Slick Sim Sports. Come back and take a look at drivers that have well advanced well up from their starting position. Davidson up 9 positions at the moment in the number 9 in the 17 machine. He started 16. Baldwin started 22nd it was. 21st in fact. He's up to 8. He picked up 13 positions. Look at Darcy Wilson now coming as well. He started deep in the field. He started 23rd. And he's now on the verge of a top 10 finishing position. Past the halfway stage of your main event. And Harry Stewart continues to gap the field. He's nearly got a 3-second lead. It's a massive advantage to have with just a couple of cautions in the early goings of this same main event. It's now Trent Gosling, 1 spot out of the top 5, and Bradley Oldfield, last week's feature winner. He's a two-time Midgets Super League season winner and a Midgets Super League Speed Week champion as well. Can he get a United Sim Promotion Scorpion Racewear Masters of Dirt Midget Series Championship to add to that tally? Atkins has driven away from Berkeley. Atkins is Stewart now. He is in the lap traffic, getting by Bailey Barnacote, now looking to get by. As Barnacote goes off the racetrack, we might be going yellow. We stay green for the moment. Hopefully iRacing and the iRacing flagman doesn't bring it out. As there goes the 60 of Benjamin Matchett sliding up. And Stewart, this is where this race can be won or lost. In lap traffic right now, Stewart got a lot of cars to deal with as he gets by Matchett. And now looks to get by Lion. There goes. I believe that might have been Barnacote. Magic trying to race the leader. That was Barnacote. There's Devon Stove now under pressure from the 36. And we are yellow. What a run for these drivers. 20 odd laps of green flag action. And I believe this was Bailey Barnacote bringing out the yellow flag. He was off the racetrack. I guess he's trying to come back on, but it was not safe to do so. So he's obviously pulled the 917 up there. And that's why the yellow flag is out. So once he pulls that car up, he decides to come back on the racetrack. Still in front of the guys on the lead lap that happen to be running the top side anyway. So just pointless, but it is what it is. At least he... Well, if you're Harry Stewart, you might be a little dirty on that one. But if you're Todd Atkins, you must be thinking, sweet, new video, get another crack at Harry Stewart. So the light's still flashing on the pace truck and around the speedway. And we're about 10 to go. See if we go back to lap 25 or whether we stay on lap 26. This will determine obviously whether we've got 10 or 11 to go. So it looks like we'll go back to lap number 26. And once we take the green flag, ladies and gentlemen, once they come past the start finish line, we'll start the 27th lap, which means yes, there is only 10 to run in this 35 lap feature event. If you're asking, if you said, well, it's 35 but you see 36 on the board, well, the first lap did not count because we had to make sure we had to rearrange the lineup. But here we go. We are set for a restart. Green flag is out. Stewart picking up the front wheels and a good restart there for Berkeley. Looking at 3 and nearly 4-1 for the race lead. Stroll on the inside of Berkeley. He backs out of it now. Berkeley. Oh boy, yellow is out. And the restart killer. Take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. It's Blake Walsh in the 97 of JSI Racing into. Gets into the back of Max Lumsden, I believe it was, and Walsh going upside down, sliding into the barrier. And that will do it for Blake Walsh. He'll call the virtual tow, and that'll be him called back to pit road. And he is out of tonight's event. He'll be credited with an 18th place, a 22nd place finish. It shows him in 18th, but again, with the timing and scoring frozen, with the caution laps not counting. So another restart to tackle for Harry Stewart. And now inside 10 laps to go, so looks like we're going to go to the single file restart. Lights are still flashing on the truck on the inside and all around this Lernerville Speedway. Here we go with a restart. Well, it's technically restart number 3, but our 4th start since the drop of the green flag. I think we had 4 cautions. We might have had 4 cautions. We had 2. This is our 4th caution. So here we go. 4th restart in the main event. Stewart on the top side. Berkeley down low. And this could be a race for the ages between these two drivers. They are very, very good at what they do here on the iRacing.com service and proving that they can do it in the real world cars as well. Stewart led that lap. Stewart slides up in front of Berkeley. Berkeley is the crisscross out of turn number 2. But he got tight. The left front caught the grass. And that allowed Todd Atkins now to make a run into 2nd position. Stewart slides up and here comes Atkins. He gets off the gas and on the binders. Oh, look out. Stewart shut the door on Atkins. 3 wide down into turn number 1 and 2. Meanwhile, Look out, Berkeley all over the grass. And that could be his chance at a race win. Gone begging, but still with 6 to run this time by. We've got Stralo off the edge of the racetrack. Not sure whether there was contact there with either Berkeley or Oldfield, but Stralo finds himself back in 12th position. But we continue to watch the battle for the race lead unfold right in front of our very own eyes. Oh boy, a number of cars caught up, involved in an incident. We go yellow. Where do I even begin to start on this one? So there's Stralo going off the racetrack. We watch Clayton Davies in the 50. Gets caught up with Bonzi there. Stralo there. Oh, that's exactly where it all happened. Oh, Wilson out of the event upside down. Davies upside down as well. And there you see the racing.com pace truck coming out onto the speedway. And man, he's really hauling got some speed in that pace truck. So with just a handful of laps left to run in A main. Round number 2 of the Scorpion Racewear Masters of Dirt Midget Series, of course, presented by United Sim Promotions. Lights go out on the pace truck and around this wonderful virtual facility. Just trying to think where we head to next week. I will have that for us shortly or later on, but here we go. Let's hopefully that this is going to be the final restart of the night with 5 laps left to run. This is restart number 5 of the night. 5 yellows so far in 31 laps of competition. Berkeley coming with a slider line into turns 3 and 4 on Atkins, but Atkins, he has nothing of it. Atkins will follow Stewart down through 1 and 2. Stewart getting a little sideways, and boy, ladies and gentlemen, it is on for 1-2. And Berkeley trying to make it a 1-2-3 battle in the final couple of laps. Man, it is real tight. One slip up on any of these drivers, and you know somebody's there to capitalize. Look at Davidson on the inside of Oldfield for 4th and 5th, just to the right of the screen. Top 5 is Oldfield. Takes 4th away. Look out, let's go back to the race lead. What are you doing, Cumberland? Focus, focus, focus. 2 laps left to run as Atkins goes to the middle. Stewart stays low through 1 and 2. And man, that could be the race winning and race defining move as he absolutely nailed turn number 1 and 2 properly. Lap car in the way, that's Bailey Barnacote. He slides to the top of the racetrack. Is Barnacote the lap car, but the white flag is out, 1 to run. Backstretch final time. Oh, Barnacote is going to give grief to Atkins into turn number 3 and 4. Oh, Oldfield tagged Atkins. Man, what a race. What a win to Harry Stewart. Wow. What a way for round number 2. The Scorpion Racewear Masters of Dirt Midget Series. And Harry Stewart with a burn out and trying to burn it down on the front straightaway, ladies and gentlemen. He will get the race win. And my God, that is some celebrating. You see that Scorpion Racewear United Sim Sports Origin Graphics. The KCLD cleaning gets the win. Harry Stewart, there is a wall there. It does not move. Harry Stewart, there is a wall. And he's got every right, ladies and gentlemen, to park this in victory lane. And we're going to chat to your top 3 here in just a few moments' time. But let's take a look at those official results here for you. Harry Stewart, your winner in car number 11. Berkeley home in 2nd. Atkins 3rd. Davidson from position 16 up to How does that work? Because he started 16th and it says he gained 11 positions in 4th. Anyhow, Brady Baldwin up 15 positions as well. Russell Bonzi in 6th. Aaron Hatton, Tyler Strilo, Bradley Owenfield and Trent Gosling your top 10. Hayden Pasco, Howe, Jones and Lumsden your top 15. Lyon, Matchett, Stove, Barnacote and Davies your top 20. Wilson, Walsh, Barry and Butler. Well, let's go straight down to victory lane, ladies and gentlemen. Chat to the driver that takes out the second round of the Scorpion Racewear Masters of Dirt Midget Series. And he had to hold off a couple of late challenges, but Harry Stewart, you get the job done, buddy. Congratulations on going to victory lane.
Yeah, cheers. I sort of felt really good that sort of mid stint. I thought there was nothing really wrong with the car, and I thought when that yellow came out, I was quite annoyed. I didn't need that. Just sort of getting into a rhythm with lap traffic and seeing what they were doing, and yeah, then yellow came out, so I thought, it's feeling a bit loose, so I played with my shocks, and I think it would have helped. It did help. I think it would have been pretty bad if I didn't do that, and then Todd and Joel kept getting good runs off the bottom of 2, so I sort of thought on that second last restart, I got to move there, and then I saw Joel come up the inside of me, like proper running the bottom in 1 and 2, so I knew that's where to go. I hit that one time, and I think that was sort of the bit that sort of sealed it for me.
Couple of laps to go, you go into 1 and 2, and as you said, you hit it perfectly. How critical or how crucial was that to hit the bottom like that in 1 and 2 and drive away from the likes of Atkins and Berkeley, with just a couple of laps left to run?
It was pretty. I guess if I didn't do that, I probably would have got swallowed up in 3 and 4. I think there's one time, I think it was Todd threw a slider on me, and I sort of just balked myself a little bit, sort of just, didn't trust my instinct to cross over straight away, sort of worrying about where Joel was. But, the drive off of 2, I think, definitely helped when I figured that out.
Let's go to the track. A track that was very difficult, what looked like to be a difficult racetrack. Looked like a pretty racetrack. Drivers that have been able to use the bottom. Some of you guys using the top side. We've seen in the Russian Racing Midget Super League couple of rounds. We've seen here the cut down line in turns 1 and 2. Hayden Carp was very good at running that line. What did you make of the racetrack? Where did you feel most comfortable, getting around this Lernerville Speedway?
When we were pacing at the start of the race, I sort of I saw how good the top was, because everyone had been running the slider line and all the bottom and the middle, so I knew the top was going to be in. Just had to sort of get a clean run and not show anyone. And I sort of I realised I was losing too much time off of 2 because it was really slick there, so I started doing that cut down and I sort of started to pull away. So it just all sort of came together that mid run.
All right, Harry. Well, you get the win here at Lernerville Speedway, round number 2 of the Scorpion Racewear Masters of Dirt Midget Series. Before we let you go, of course, sponsoring this race car, people behind the scenes, tickets done for you, buddy.
Just everyone at United Sim Sports, KCLD Cleaning, Jiminy Trophies and Engraving, Origin Graphics, Ultimate Dirt TV, 87 Creative, Scorpion Racewear for sponsoring the series, and us for this series as well. And everyone that puts this on, you for broadcasting, and the people behind the scenes running the show.
All right, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Harry Stewart, the driver of the United Sim Sports Scorpion Racewear number 11 machine, gets the job done. We'll chat to the driver that comes home second place here tonight, and well, I'm sure he'd like to have his time over again. But Joel Berkeley, you come home second spot tonight. Are you happy with that one? I know you'd like to get the win, but I mean, are you happy with second half, overall?
Yeah, I guess so. Where do I start? Third, so I mean, can't complain. So, but for my worst track at Lernerville, I mean, it's not too bad, but need to get as many points as I can after the misfortune last week.
We'll leave the misfortune at that, but this racetrack tonight, the guys up the front, yourself, Harry, Todd, man, you guys put on one hell of a show. Yeah,
that was a pretty good race, I thought, between us. It was a matter of, it was so hard to try and, I don't know, I was just trying to get the bottom of 1 and 2 as good as I could with Todd and Harry. They were better on the top than me, so I was just trying to throw my card in the mix off around the bottom in 1 and 2 and just slide them in 3 and 4. I think there was one time there that I got it perfect. I was almost 3 wheels in the grass, but sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
How difficult is it to keep it on the bottom side of the racetrack, especially with that grass? Because as you know, and we've seen it a number of times here tonight, once you get that left front in the grass, it just sucks you in, the rest of the way through 1 and 2.
Yeah, well, like I got it pretty good with like 3 or 4 to go. I got it perfect, and then you seen before that last yellow, I barely got it wrong, and I thought I ran it the exact same, and I almost ended in I don't even know the infield. It was it's so close trying to get the line because you're just chasing so little moisture, and just got to I don't know do it or just run it. So yeah, I mean I know I was a little off, but I think I had a bit too low a gear in for here. But it was the same as I ran in last time, so I thought it would have been alright, but clearly not.
All right, John. Well done on your second place here tonight. No doubt you got some sponsors on this race car. People behind the scenes who gets it done for you, buddy.
Yeah, look, it's massive thanks to the guys at Slick Simsport for all they do, and everyone that helps out behind the scenes, and Al and Steve for all they do for putting in the league, yourself for broadcasting, and yeah, hopefully we can come back next week to wherever it is, and maybe our first win of the season. Would have been win 2, but that's all right. We won't go into that.
All right, Joe. Well done on second place. We'll bring up the driver that comes home in third place here tonight. Let's get him. There he is. Todd Atkins home in third spot tonight. Todd, congratulations on this third place, man. You left it all on the racetrack and you gave it everything, but you come home 2 spots shy. Talk us through that race.
Yeah, it was a cool race. I was nowhere to be seen at the start. I thought he was way too tight, but come the end of the race, I was pretty happy running the middle in 1 and 2. Seemed to be working for me until everyone else caught on to what I was running, and then I seemed to be going places and catching Harry on that long run, and then we had that yellow and got stitched up a little bit, but yeah, it was good fun. I enjoyed racing it, and yeah, it's cool.
Talk us through that. That long run right in the middle of the race. Harry Stewart was out to about a 4-second lead. It looked like at one stage. You're running down, and then you start to get into lap traffic. Were you hoping that the yellow was going to come out at that stage when it did, or were you happy and hoping that it was going to be driver error that came down to it running through that lap traffic?
Yeah, I was definitely hoping we were going to go through the traffic. Any day of the week, I just love running down cars through traffic. It's so cool. But yeah, it was a hard slog going through that because I was worried I was going to make it on fuel, and yeah, but it was cool because I was like trying to figure out setup and like change shocks on the run, and it seemed to be working for me. So yeah, massive thank you to Tyler McQuilkin for helping me through that.
Talk us through those last sort of 5 to 10 laps. A couple of restarts there. Stewart in front of you, Berkeley behind you. What was going through your mind there, and what was the game plan in those last 5 to 10 laps?
It was pretty tedious with all the racing ins and outs, but how you can be in front one lap, then it goes to single file, and you go from the inside to third, but yeah, that's just what happens in the end of the day. But yeah, it was cool. Then last couple restarts it brought the field back together and made for a good finish, I suppose.
All right, Todd, well done on your third place here tonight at Lernerville. Before we let you go, of course, sponsor shouts, all that good stuff, mate. Who makes it happen for you?
Just all the sponsors on the car, Cush Clothing, Worth Lubricants, Tritech Lubricants, Integral Racing Shocks, Rad Industries, Adam Holt Industries, DC and TM Auto Electrics, Norton Motor Group Warrnambool, Fringe Benefits Hamilton, and Elite Shock Services. Thank you.
All right, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Todd Atkins, your driver, home in third place. And just to recap, ladies and gentlemen, Harry Stewart, your winner here tonight in car number 11, ahead of Joel Berkeley, home in second spot. And then third place goes to Todd Atkins. Unofficially, those results, they should be official anyway. I don't see there was any difference between those drivers, any incidences that may have happened on the racetrack. They kept it all pretty clean. Callum Davidson up 11 positions. Brady Baldwin up 15, and Aaron Hatton up 10 positions as well. Bradley Oldfield advanced 7 positions, it looks like. And Rowan Jones as well. He advanced up a number of positions, I think about 8 or 9 positions. But a big thanks to, of course, Scorpion Racewear for their support with the Masters of Dirt Midgets series. Round number 2 is complete here from Lernerville. Don't forget to check them out on their social media pages. Give them a like and a follow, and keep up to date with the United Sim Promotions on their Facebook page as well to continue the 8-week series. We are 2 weeks in, so 6 weeks left. Yes, we're all the way right up until Christmas. We'll have all the coverage here on Thursday night and Wednesday night. Again, just keep an eye on the schedules. I know next week, because the State of Origin again is going to be on Wednesday night. We're going to move to Thursday night, just like tonight. So we're back live on the airways with round number 3 next week. But again, a big thanks to Scorpion Racewear, United Sim Promotions, with the stuff on the series that we see here. So far, the first 2 weeks, 2 different winners. Bradley Oldfield and Harry Stewart have got wins. Keep an eye on Berkeley as well in the championship standings. But again, it should be a good 8 weeks of racing. A big thanks to, of course, Envision Custom Graphics, and of course, World of Thunder Esports League, and of course, Rocket Racing Setups. Check out rocketracingsetups.com for all your setup needs, and you can get 410 Sprint Car official setups, along with the 360 stuff, along with midgets, late models, UMP modifieds, legend cars, street stocks. They have got it all as well on the asphalt side of things and the oval side of things. Road racing, they've got everything. They've got you all sorted. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV and the management behind the scenes, it's Brett Wheeler signing off, saying good night. We'll see you back next week.